Hello, everybody. Today I'm going to be showing you another tool that was used to make our work a little bit easier using Inventor's iLogic code. I'm going to share my screen with you. So one of the things I've found with Inventor's frame generator tool is it's not always the most user-friendly. There's a couple things that drive me nuts. And one of them has to do with changing the size of a component. For example, if I wanted to change the size of these two angles, there's a couple ways I could do it. One way would be to edit using frame generator. And if I do that, it will take that part file and replace it with a new part file. And that can be annoying if you've gone in and added any sketches to that particular part, because the sketches will be gone. If you've referenced edges of that part for like patterns and things like that, the pattern gets blown up. And so, and on top of that, you have to go through and give new file names, unique file names to every new part that you create. It's tedious, and it shouldn't be that hard. The other possible way of doing that is to go into the frame level of this assembly, and you can edit the size of the part that way. That works much easier. The only problem I have with that is that you can only do it one by one. Let me show you. So I can come in here and I can change the size of that member, but if I try to select multiple parts, changing the size is not an option. So you have to do it one by one. So this tool gives you the best of both worlds. So let's say, for example, your structural engineer gives you a PDF drawing of some stat calculations, and they show all the sizes each member needs to be, and you have to change a few of them. First of all, it's kind of a precursor to the rule. There's a second iLogic rule that I created that lets you click on parts, and in this little text box here, it tells you what the size of the part is. And that's a lot easier than looking at a drawing, finding a bubble, and then finding that line item in the bill of material. Just click on the part, it'll tell you the size. While doing that, if you find a part that needs to have its size changed, you can then run this rule, which allows you to select multiple parts, and it will highlight them for you. If you accidentally select a part that you didn't want to, you can unselect it by clicking it again. Then once you select all the parts that are going to be changing, you can then hit the escape button and pick the new size that you want. So let's say I wanted to change it to 2 by 2 by 1/4. Just select it, and it'll resize it for you. One other thing, if for some reason you selected a couple angles and then selected a part of a different size, a different shape, for example, this rectangular tube here, the rule can distinguish between the different shapes, and then it'll resize them one by one. So the first prompt asks you to pick a new size for the angles, highlighted in red. Let's say 4 by 4 by 1/4. And then it's going to prompt me to pick the new size of tube. So I'm going to stick with a rectangular tube. I'm going to change the size to 6 by 3 by 1/4. Why not? and then it resizes it for you. Anyway, that's the tool. Hope you liked it, and thank you.